When I first saw the announcement for Wanderstop back in June, I really didn't think much of it. I just kind of scrolled down the Steam page, skipped through the trailer, and thought it was just another cozy farming shopkeeper game. Then later, I realized it was being developed by the creator of the Stanley Parable, which, if you know anything about that game, well, this seemingly normal, cozy experience doesn't exactly seem like the type of project that they'd follow that up with. And that's because it's not exactly normal. There's a twist, of course. So today I'm going to go over what to expect from the game when it releases in just a few months on March 11th, 2025 on Steam and PS5. This is Alta, a former warrior of some kind who's recently taken up a life of comfort and predictability at a whimsical tea shop. She spends her days brewing and gardening, taking care of all the locals and travelers who come to visit. But she can't stand it. Alta is a warrior. She's not meant to spend her days relaxing and doing these mundane tasks. She was meant for more, right? The story here was inspired by the extreme burnout that creative director Davey Redden faced after writing the Stanley Parable and The Beginner's Guide. He thought making a cozy little game would be just what he needed to refresh and get back into things, but quickly discovered it was gonna take a lot more work to get back to normal. The comfy and cozy started to become its own source of stress until Davey and the team figured out how to work it into the story itself. Hence, Wanderstop being a pretty unusual narrative life sim game. Alta seems to be struggling with a lot of things from her past, running away from something. Sitting still like this and taking things easy is hard for her because it gives her too much time to think about the overwhelmingness of it all. So imagine playing Stardew Valley, but the main character absolutely hates every minute of it. To me, this is such an interesting concept that Davey explains really well in the game's most recent release date trailer. In a lot of these types of games, the character acts as almost a blank slate. The story is usually about other characters and outside forces. The playable main character is just kind of a vessel for the player to fill and move around. Here, the story is Alta, and I think having such a strong inner conflict will make our relationship with her really compelling, if the game is as well written as I suspect it'll be. Gameplay seems to be what you would expect though, exploring this curious village, growing and harvesting plants, figuring out how to use this extravagant tea machine. None of these tasks are all that hard, they just take patience, as Alta says in the trailer. However, she isn't really the patient type. In other cozy games, you typically play as someone who is already perfectly suited for this type of work. They never complain about the monotony or question the point of it all, but I think Wanderstop will really push the boundaries of what a cozy game can be, showing that they can have dark and complicated stories. So as for what to expect the unexpected, including the soundtrack, which is being composed by the C418. I'll play a snippet of the title track for you all at the end of the video. He's actually one of the co-founders of the game's new studio, Ivy Road, along with Davey Redden and Carla Zamanja. C418's work for Minecraft has absolutely impacted so many of you watching, I'm sure, and was pretty much the soundtrack to at least a few of my early teenage years spent wandering all of those blocky landscapes. I'm confident that there will be some pretty big surprises in store for us when we get to play, and I think it's probably best that I don't try to guess exactly what they'll be. Overall, Wanderstop is sure to be an interesting game. To play something typically used as a means to unwind and kind of just check out from the stress of life, seeing that idea flipped on its head and questioned, that's the type of innovation I love to see. Wishing the team at Ivy Road the best of luck during their launch in March, and wishing you all a wonderful day.